Well, still got the David Brown in here. It looks like it's still got a leak coming off the bottom side, but it's pretty small. I'm not so worried about it. So, took the inlet out because they got this monstrosity here, and it looks like it broke right here. And somebody spent a lot of time screwing this thing up to weld on this support and stuff. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do about this, but I wanna fix this because it sits in there all sideways, and it had all this stuff wedged in between there to keep it from falling out. I've got it on the counter over there. So, I mean, this was all stuck in here to keep it from falling out. So I want to fix that. I'm not sure what it looked like originally, but I've got some ideas about how I'm going to fix it. But today, this thing hemorrhages power steering fluid. So, I'm not 100% sure what happens, but it comes out of the pump and it goes to this gearbox and underneath the steering wheel, and then it goes to the actuator, the piston on the other side. And for a while, fluid was coming out of the top of it comes back out, goes to the actuator. And for a while, fluid was coming out of right here, and just we had a rag set out there. So I'm not sure exactly what happens, but I'm gonna look at that. I did a little research online, and I was looking at some kits. It said David Brown power steering kits, and it comes with and they were like used off of this tractor. And it comes with the pump, the whole steering column assembly, and the piston. And so I don't know where this thing is leaking, but you have to pour a whole can of power steering fluid in it, like every time you start, every time you do something, and it's like totally ridiculous. So I'm gonna look at that today, start looking at that today. I'm pretty much done for the summer. It's winter. I mean, it's almost Thanksgiving. It's cold and rainy here in North Carolina. So that's what I'm gonna do today. And eventually I'm gonna figure out how this hood's supposed to mount. And we're gonna mount the hood, because right now it just sits on there. It doesn't mount to anything. Sure. We'll address that eventually later, but this thing's gonna stay in the shop here for a while. And we're gonna go over it. I've decided we use this tractor a lot, and I wanna try to get it in better working condition, so that's where we're at. I got these side plates off, and it might be hard to see. I'm gonna try to get the camera in there. But that is fluid. It looks like it's been coming out of the bottom of the gearbox. There's like a little reservoir in there, and it's full of fluid. And that's at the bottom of the steering column. So I don't know I've never taken this off. I don't know how to take it off, but like we're knee deep in it, I'm just gonna do it. All right, I got the throttle shaft out. Throttle shaft goes through the dash, so it's got to come out. It's just got the linkage to the pump hooks right here, and it's just got a pinch bolt that comes out. And then on the bottom side of the linkage, just got a nut. Took a 1-inch wrench to loosen that, and then it just pulls out. You see where it's got a groove there where the pinch bolt goes in it. So now, I guess I'm gonna take these 4 bolts loose right here, try to pull the steering shaft out, see what's going on in there. It's pretty dang nasty in there, so that's what I'm gonna do next. All right, I got one more bolt to take out. It's already loosened up. I'll get this out and see what happens. The shaft is the only thing that steers this thing. It don't have like a steering box or anything. Steering column. And this may be opening a can of worms, but it is what it is. Ooh! See that? It's gonna be a mess. That's gonna be a BFM. Look at that. That's all coming out of the shaft, the steering column, coming down. Let me get a flashlight here. Of course, the flashlight quit working. Let me find the flashlight. All right, I got the shaft out. It just comes out. It acted like it was hooked on something, but it's just sitting there. But I guess this is a combination of, it's got a little gear here, but this is a combination of grease and power steering fluid. It's pretty gross. Because it's got a grease fitting on the top. Disgusting. So we'll let that drip dry a little bit. You can't really tell what's going on here. Flashlight is in op. Let's get this light. So it just, I'm assuming there's a seal or something in there. So I'm gonna get this cleaned up. See if there's a seal. Probably have to take this whole housing off. Take these lines off the back. Take the whole housing off and just see exactly what's going on in there. So bear with me. All right, I was taking out this steering box. I got one issue, if you can see. I took these lines loose. This one's actually loose. The two that go to the cylinder are loose and off. But this one would not come loose, and it was spinning, but it was also spinning the hard line here, and you can see it twisted it. So I stopped, I sprayed some penetrating oil on it. This little unit's actually independent of this housing. I'm trying to pull it out, and so that's where I'm at. Hopefully it's penetrating oil, because this is a hard line, goes all the way back to the pump. I guess I could cut it and put a rubber line in. I could twist it off, but I really don't want to. So I don't know if it's the feed line or the return line off the pump. Anyway, it looks like the feed line coming from the pump. Great. But anyway, that's where I'm at. So I gotta get this loose before I can take all this rest of this stuff loose. Rest of this stuff out. I think. I gotta come loose anyway because I want to take it out. I'm assuming the seals are all bad and replace the seals, assuming I can find them. So that's where we're at. All right, well, I got this thing out. The problem with that one was the fitting was actually loose. That's why I was trying to take the cap off and it was turning the fitting, so I put a wrench on right here and held it. And of course it came out. And it's already spun, but I don't know if it's gonna mess it up or not. I haven't decided if I'm gonna try to replace it. I mean, it didn't put a hole in or anything. Didn't tear it, but this is a Danfoss part. They make all kinds of hydraulic stuff. So I know it's got this on the bottom, but I swear it's leaking out of the top. But the top doesn't look like it's serviceable. So, I'm gonna get on eBay, see if I can find another one. Find out how much it is. And just replace it if I can. But you can see where it was. Now some of this come out of the lines, but this is it sits on there and you look at that. It's just like a little reservoir. It's completely full. So, anyway, that's where I'm at. Let me look it up and find out how much one is. So I found one on eBay. It's a brand called Perfect Hydraulic. I'll try to post a picture of it. It looks very similar to this one. A real Danfoss one is like $500. I'm not sure I want to pay $500 for it. So I'm going to order the Polish one and see what happens. In the meantime, I'm going to try to work on that breather. I'm contemplating just taking the whole oil bath breather off, running me a tube down, putting like a conical comb filter on it, and doing away with all the bracketry. And I mean, you can buy a good filter. So I'm also contemplating doing that, but I'll get that one in and see if it's gonna work. If it's gonna work, I'll probably go ahead and put it in, and then I'll tear this one apart. See if it's got seals and stuff in it we can replace. But I'm gonna end this video right here, right now. This will be a part 1, power steering. Hopefully there'll be a part 2. Get it back together. But if you guys liked it, subscribe, thumbs up if you want to. Anyway, appreciate it, guys.